afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm fantastic. How are you, sir?
I'm great. It was Evan's birthday yesterday, but he doesn't want to celebrate it today.
Well, because it was yesterday, and I do appreciate that you got me a couple of things.
Yeah, well, you didn't appreciate it when I called you and left you a message, or when I texted you and left you a message, or when I sent a video and left you a message. You only appreciated it when I bought you lunch today.
No, a second. You called me at that point. I was already in bed, okay? Mm-hmm. The day was over. Eventually, I heard your message, which was very nice.
Called, text.
I saw your text message, same with Big Mac, and I wrote you back at about 1:30 in the morning when my son woke up because of a nightmare. He said, Dad, did the Mets blow a game in the ninth inning? And I said, yes, Jet, you witnessed it.
Well, listen, I can't think of a worse way for New York baseball, Mets and or Yankees, to go into the All-Star break. You know, the difference is that the Mets are in first place. So although the loss sucked and it's frustrating to put up a 5 spot and then see it slowly deteriorate and to give it all up and lose the game, it sucks for sure. And that's a team you do have to beat and not lose a series to. But when it's all said and done, you're in first place. And being in first place makes losses like that during an All-Star break not acceptable, but okay. Sucks, but
yes,
that's kind of how the Mets story goes right now.
I was able to move on quicker than normal from a brutal loss, also because of the fact that Kumar Rocker dropped to the Mets at 10.
Let's relax with that. We'll get to that in a minute because every one of you guys is so unbelievably fraudulent.
We're not fraudulent.
When it comes to Kumar. A guy none of you have ever seen pitch.
We have.
You only know him because Jack Leiter goes to Vanderbilt.
No, because 2019 he dominated in the College World Series.
The only reason anybody here knows about Kumar is because Al Leiter's son plays next to him.
One of my friends texted me last night.
It's unbelievable.
One of my friends texted me last night. It proves he's a fraud. He's like, is he related to John? And I said, are you serious?
Yeah, right. John Rocker had a kid.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Right, John. Yeah, I didn't want to go down that road because there's no way to go down that road.
No, I'm not going down any road.
And not get yourself in trouble.
I'm just going down the road that I had to answer that question last
I'm
night.
sure John Rocker married a non-Caucasian. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. And Stephen A. Smith's a good guy. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you want, right? Meanwhile, the Yankees, though, the Yankees are special. You got to hand it to the New York Yankees. What they did yesterday was, frankly, special and something they're good at because they've done it before. They did it against the Angels. Remember that time when they played the Angels and Ohtani gave up 7 runs in the first inning?
I do recall.
Yeah, they blew that lead, as you recall, right?
Yes, I recall.
But what the Yankees did, and by the way, it's not Aaron Boone's fault. It's not on this one. You want to question managerial decisions? Go right ahead. Him coming back to Herman, who pitched lights out the 2 innings previous to that, is not a problem. Him going to Chad Green, who's been his best pitcher out of the bullpen, is not a problem. So it's not an Aaron Boone problem.
There are questions from that 9th inning, but ultimately they blew that game because they blew that game. They blew that game because you said it, with no Jonathan Loaizaga, who's unavailable. He's in COVID protocol. Chad Green was the only guy you trusted on the mound, period.
Now,
he was the only guy.
If you told me that at 7-2, they were going to bring Chapman in. Because
which I would have done, by the way.
Because they were going to. It appeared he was the only guy warming up to come in for Garrett Cole.
Yeah, he was.
You know, the night before.
He was.
So, to me, if you wanted to put him in a low-leverage situation in a very important game, that would have been the spot to do it.
Now, think about that. That's what I would have done. But let's say you go to Aroldis Chapman, low leverage, 5-run lead, 9th inning, and of course he has to face 3 batters, right? 3-batter minimum.
Correct.
And he puts all 3 guys on base. We all would have said the same thing.
Why didn't you go to Chad Green?
No, we'd say in that moment, go to Chad Green.
Right.
And then Chad Green comes in the game, and the same thing probably happens.
Yeah.
So what happened yesterday was Chad Green imploded. That's it. I know we love to criticize Aaron Boone, and I think it's fair to question Aaron in this regard and say, Aaron, wait a second. Why were you ready to go to Chapman on Saturday in a 1-0 game, but not ready to go to him in a 5-run game?
Yeah.
What made the difference in your mind to say, I'm going to do this on Saturday with a man on base, maybe 2, depending what Cole did in the 9th inning. Obviously, got all 3 guys out after the Altuve hit. But yet, on Sunday, he didn't even think about going to him.
It really didn't make any sense at all.
That's a fair question, but that's not why the Yankees lost. The Yankees lost because they have this incredible ability, whether it's Chad Green or Aroldis Chapman, to blow games.
Yeah, with significant leads, by the way.
Yes. They're the only team in baseball that's done it, a 4-run lead or more going into the ninth.
And of all the guys to do it, once again, it's the little guy Altuve. I mean, I don't know. He rips it. First off, he rips his shirt off. I know there's a tiny tattoo there, but the notion of a couple years ago of he was hiding some kind of tattoo, whatever the story was, right? Was that one of the stories?
Well, here's the problem.
You can lay that one to rest. That one's done.
Craig, the thing that boggles my mind about all this is everything we know about the Astros is from 2017. All right, that's what Major League Baseball said. Okay, they did it. They apologized. What I have continued to say, and I say this as someone that loves Altuve, is that what happened in 2019 looks very curious. And obviously the New York Yankees feel the same way because when Aaron Judge was, playing with his top button after that home run.
By the way, we all loved it when he did it.
Right.
I did too, when he messed with his shirt coming around third base, which was clear. We all know what he's doing there.
I loved it, sure.
Listen, you had to sweep them for that not to backfire.
Here's the criticism. I don't have a problem with Judge doing it. And by the way, that alludes to the fact that Aaron Judge feels the same way I feel and a lot of Yankee fans feel, and that's we don't know what happened in 2019. That's still out there.
Sure.
Were they using buzzers or not? You even got the Astro announcers making fun of it on the broadcast.
Look, Aaron Judge thinks they were using buzzers.
Judge thinks that, right. So he does that. The problem is you got to back it up. Now, on Saturday at work, they won 1-0. But what did Aaron Judge do yesterday? He went 0 for 4 with 2 walks. So my problem with Aaron isn't necessarily that he went after the Lion. It's the fact that he didn't back it up on Sunday. And now I've seen Aaron Judge as a New York Yankee twice get a little cocky. Once was in Boston in 2018 after the Yankees beat the Red Sox in a playoff game. He had the boombox playing New York, New York. How'd the Yankees respond to that, everybody?
Well, you may remember the Red Sox playing New York when they finished the series off.
To respond to Aaron.
That's right.
And now this time you had the whole thing with the jersey. They won that game, but they lost on Sunday. So Judge has always not finished the job when doing his little taunting.
And listen, if you want to be positive, okay, I'm positive, Craig, these days. You win the series. That's obviously a good thing. You've won both series, the series in Yankee Stadium, and they both ended the same exact way, heartbreak. They both let you – they won both series, and every Yankee fan walked away from both those series pissed off.
Well, you know what? Because it was the cliche. Both series was we won the battle but lost the war.
Yeah. And that's what it is. So of course it's good they won the series. But you walked out of that game feeling exactly the way you felt about the Yankees for the majority of this first half, other than that 12-game span where Stanton was hitting the ball all over the place. Outside of that, you have felt the same uneasiness about the Yankees. But here's the good news. Positive Craigie is here to back you up and help you out. There ain't no reason to be upset. There's no reason to bitch and moan.
Why?
Because, as you know, there are 2 wild card spots. And the New York Yankees...
This is where we are now.
Listen, you got to call it the way it is. You could be a wild card team and win a World Series. Why not? It's happened, right?
I get that.
3, I think the number's 3 in the loss column right now.
Yes.
You can double-check my math. I did the research last night, and I double-checked it again today.
And you're double-checking is asking
Santa
Evan.
Claus.
Yeah, you're double-checking is Evan. Can you just make sure the Yankees are only 3 back in the loss column?
I hit the wild card button. I was here early today doing my research, okay?
Right.
They're 3 games out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
3. And I don't know about you, but I come from New York. And I'm a Yankee fan this particular year. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Only the future will tell. But are you going to tell me that as a diehard Yankee fan, as bad as it's been ugly, no doubt, that you're going to cry when you're 3 games out of the playoffs with 80-some-odd games to go? Who are you?
Is the wild card enough for you?
Who are you? I don't care if you win the division or the wild card. It means nothing to me.
There's a big difference.
Means nothing.
Why?
Because you still got to win games of the postseason.
Yeah, but you've got to win a winner-take-all game.
I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. Just get in. That's how I feel about it. All I got to do is get in. That's what I got to do. I got to get in. And I'm 3 games out from being in. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to barbecue this weekend? I'm not going to eat? I'm going to fast? Like, what am I going to do?
You know what you should do?
Wah. So the Yankees, let's just put it out there. They might not win the division.
Right.
They probably won't. I don't care. All I got to do is get in. And there's no reason to think they're not going to get in.
Oh, I'll give you 5 reasons. They're playing Tim LeCastro every day in left field now, and Brett Gardner
had his
every
first
day.
home run as a Yankee.
Yippity-doo-dah.
That's right.
Okay, you've got a bullpen right now where you can't trust anybody.
Well, that's a problem.
That's a slight issue.
That's a bit of a problem.
Aroldis Chapman, who, we were debating last week, how did he look in Seattle with a 12-1 lead? You said awful. I said shaky. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Neither of us have seen him pitch since.
That's right. That's right.
We need to
he's
see
been
him
benched. And I think he's been benched because clearly he's a head case. That's what it is to me.
But they need him. For the New York Yankees to get that wild card that you just mentioned, or to still win the division, which is out there because of all the head-to-head games they have with the Red Sox and Rays.
Yeah.
Don't give up on the American League East. I'm not confident they're going to win it, but don't come on the radio like a loser today and say,
"How's that make me a loser? It makes me a winner."
Let's focus on the Oakland A's and the second wild card spot.
I'm not saying you focus on it.
I thought you were a New Yorker.
You got to be aware of it.
We are aware of it.
And here's the beauty of wild card baseball.
Yeah.
You don't have to win the division to win a World Series.
No
Matter of fact, how many divisions have the Yankees won from 2013 through today in which they didn't win the World Series?
In which they did win the World Series?
Did not.
Well, they haven't won the World Series.
Right. How many division titles do they have in that time span?
2019.
That's it?
They were the wild card in 18.
Right.
They were the wild card in 17.
Right.
They were a wild card in 15.
Okay.
They didn't make the playoffs in 14.
Right. And 13, what did they do in 13 after they beat, what did they do?
No, they didn't make the playoffs. In 2012, they won the division.
Right. Okay.
And beat the Orioles in the first round and then lost in the LCS to Detroit.
You've got 2 division titles, 4 wild card appearances. It all ended the same, right? Now, granted, they got cheated once, maybe twice, we know all, but it ended the same.
Yeah, but the road is a lot easier,
today,
dude.
Evan.
The road,
I refuse to cry
Yeah,
today.
but you're looking at the road the wrong way. If you win a wild card spot, no matter how good you are or how bad you are, by the way, you are coming down to one single game.
And I'm going to win that game.
How do you know that?
Because I got Garrett Cole throwing 129 pitches in a big spot. My man,
now,
pots
wait
and
a second.
pans.
You don't know if Garrett Cole's going to pitch that game. What if you need him to pitch 162 to get to that game?
I'm not going to need that.
Or game 161 to get to that game.
I'm not going to need that. I need Garrett Cole because I know what's going on. I pay attention.
Yeah, but Craig, if you're paying attention, you'd know you got to catch you're tied with the Blue Jays. You got to catch the Indians. You got to catch the Mariners. The Angels are right there. You got to catch Oakland. Like, this is not the easiest road.
It really is not that difficult. I'm telling you. I mean, listen.
Okay.
Couple blown saves, couple base running mistakes. Bing, bang, boom. The Yankees have a 5-game lead. I mean, it's real. What is it?
I agree with that, but do you think that this team is going to go on that kind of run?
Yes, I do.
What made you so optimistic? Because when I last talked to you on Thursday, you said, no matter what the Yankees do this weekend, I will not come in Monday optimistic. Meanwhile, they went 2-2. They got shut down by a rookie pitcher. They blew a huge lead in the 9th inning. And yet here you are saying, guys, we got the wild card.
Yeah,
calm down.
That's right. Because it dawned on me, everything I was thinking was in relation to the division.
Right.
But who cares? Well, why do I care?
Don't diminish it. Don't diminish it.
Listen, if I had my druthers...
The division's a big deal.
Of course, I'd rather win the division. Yeah. But I'm not going to go back crap crazy if the New York Yankees get in as the first or second wild card.
Craig. I'm want good. A 162-game season to come down to one game?
I got the guy. He proved it.
No, Garrett Cole's fantastic.
I got my guy, so I'm not losing that game.
What he did Saturday, and look, I want to be fair. He's the 9-inning man. There, I gave you a
Not
verse.
just that. On the mound, he told Aaron Boone to go F himself.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Which I thought was great.
Well,
I thought it was great, especially with Chapman warming up.
I think
That's the
great.
last thing we needed.
It was great on 2 levels. Number one, what you said about Cole. And Cole deserves all the credit in the world.
He must be back on the spider tack.
I saw you tweet that.
Yeah.
And then, this is my favorite part about you. So Craig tweets a joke, which I knew was a joke.
Well, clearly it was a joke.
I love that Garrett Cole's back on the spider tack.
Yeah.
Now, Craig gets a lot of mad tweets about
I was attacked.
Right?
I was attacked like I was like a baby killer or something.
You were attacked like you were a finalist for the Pulse of the People Award.
And just, if I can just say this,
yes.
And hopefully I'll never say this again because I am trying to move forward in life. Mm-hmm. I never met anyone named Bubba. Okay? All right? For those of you out there that think I did, there was nobody there when I was there who actually had the name Bubba.
Right.
Thank you. So you could stop with it. And by the way, I don't mind the jokes. Some of them are funny.
Right.
So then I put out, I forgot how the Twitter trolls have no sense of humor and take everything so literally. So then another another wave. So then I just put out pictures of Focaccia, and everybody just shut up.
Can I gently criticize you a little bit? Just gently, like a friend.
Can you do it after the break?
If you want.
Yeah. So listen, baseball, you're a Met fan, Yankee fan, we're at the break. Where are you at as a fan? I would think as a Met fan, you're feeling pretty good. You're in first place, and you've been injured more than not. And if you're a Yankee fan, yeah, it sucks. No doubt about it. But 3 out of the wild card. Let's just keep our eye on the prize. And the prize right now is the postseason. It doesn't have to be the division. We'll get all your calls coming up. Plus, Evan's going to tell me how I disappointed him. 877-337-6666.